Greetings and a good day, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in our kingdom build. Today we are once again going to be working on the wall. I'm pretty much going to be doing that until we finish it, or we get to the point to where I need to do other specific work on it in order to make it look better, or something like that. But we're making some pretty good progress as is. Honestly, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna... What the hell are you doing all the way over here, B? You must be from somebody else's, from a different hive. Anyway, we're pretty much just gonna establish the height of the wall and maybe a little bit of the roof, but we're not actually gonna put the roof on because that'll make it to where we have to light up the entirety of this area so nothing will spawn in. That is probably going to take the most time, actually, hilariously enough, getting the iron we need to make the lanterns, or whatever they're called. But I am liking the height of the wall so far. Ah, yeah, that's right. I was ripping this apart because it's sort of one of those things that doesn't really help us out. Like, it's just too much wall. That, and it gives us some stuff to work with, some resources to work with, to continue increasing the height of the wall. Because that right there, maybe a little bit larger? Nah, that right there is actually perfect. Anything beyond this is, like, unnecessary. I thought it would be necessary, but incorrect I was. At least this is not going to go to waste, though, you know? I might have to cut down this wall a little bit. Or not this wall, the mountain itself. Just a bit to make the wall work. And it will also add a little bit of, like, story, in quotation marks, to the wall as well. Because I kind of like the idea of, like, oh, they just got the resources from the surrounding environment. Environmental storytelling. At least it will be to me, in my mind. What's funny is recently on YouTube, like a couple weeks ago, I was watching a, well, not really watching, but I had it on the background, a video of, like, the biggest builds that have ever happened in Minecraft. And there have been some builds, like, actual mega builds, because holy shit. Mind you, I don't think it's, in the mode that I'm currently in. I think it's in creative. I could be wrong, though. The type of mega builds that I do are just very large cities. And when I say very large cities, I mean, like, large compared to what others may classify as very large. And this is less of a city, more of a large village, let's call it, right? I could definitely make a larger village, but nah, I like what we got going on as is. Let's not overexert ourselves. The hilariousness is that a lot of this is actually going to be used at some point in the future to probably finish up the wall. Not what I'm currently mining, but like the actual brick that is below me right now. The plan for today is, as you see, work on this for a couple of hours, probably 3 games. Oh, whoops, no, we want this part of the wall. 3 games of Stream Raiders, or around 3 games of Stream Raiders, and then we're going to be switching over to ODT. We're either going to get really close to finishing ODT tonight, or we are going to finish ODT tonight. I'm not 100% sure. It depends on how I'm feeling as we go through it. My hope is that it's not like I haven't missed anything, because if I have, I'm going to be very aggravated, because that means I will feel the desire to play the game again at some point in the future.
It might seem hard to find a job with a future where people are valued and appreciated. But at Chick-fil-A Supply, we don't just offer jobs.
Let's not destroy this yet. Let's actually... no, let's
we ensure the ingredients that make the food
get rid of you.
are reliably delivered to Chick-fil-A
You.
restaurants. If you're interested in a role in transportation,
We're gonna have to get more
office, we're interested in you.
ammo. I'm ripping through it.
CFA-supply.com.
What's it cost? Gunpowder and copper?
But I don't have the right gear. Sierra says, save on the best activewear brands. If you're also thinking, but my yoga mat is kind of embarrassing, Sierra says, yoga mats for less.
What's funny is my whole plan for this build, what's going to end up happening is
Sierra, let's get moving.
when it gets completed, when all the villages or all the little towns in this village are complete, and they've got all the people there and all that, I'll export this, I think, or however you do it. I'll have to look up how to do it, but I'll send it out so anyone can download it and explore the kingdom. Mind you, this is a far way off, like it's a ways away, right? It is a ways away.
Get more than money from your bank. Welcome to Huntington. Real people compensated for true stories.
It is a ways away, but I'm bringing it up because it's nice to get this stuff in order, right? At least for me mentally, get it in order. So I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing next. Anyway, when it's done, I'm going to be going up on the scaffolding and taking a screenshot of, like, I'll hide my HUD and all that, and I'll take a screenshot of the castle. And that screenshot will probably end up being the image for the Discord, right? At least until I do my next kingdom build, and we'll update it. But it'll be that for quite a while, because the current Discord, the kingdom as it's called, it has no like profile image or anything like that, and I like the idea of having this future castle as like the kingdom. Regardless of that, we're making progress. I love how I lose my train of thought here. I was talking about something not really related to that. Regardless. Oh, mega build. The next thing that I have planned for Minecraft Mondays isn't necessarily a mega build. It's more of just like me just wanting to have fun. And I'll probably have a lot more mods than I currently do in the next time, like the next thing that I do. This is one of the reasons why I'm forcing myself to work on the wall. This might be a little bit too big. No, not really, because here's the thing. Around here, it could go down a little bit. Hey, greetings and good day, Godfather Dictator. How are you doing today? How are you and your community? Really quick, let me do a shout out for you. Definitely appreciate the raid. There we go. Ninja Gaiden Black. How was that? Were you doing some kind of a challenge run or something like that? Ah, gotcha. Well, I do appreciate the raid. Appreciate the recommendation, Warcoms. Not really relevant currently, but not too long ago I was playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma. And earlier than that, or later than that technically, a couple weeks ago I tried out Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Did not enjoy it, however, unfortunately. But I do appreciate the raid. Also, greetings and a good day. What do we got? We've got Omni Forge Empire and Ex Nima, who have said something in the chat. So yeah, how are you all doing today, though? What was Godfather up to? Thank you for becoming citizens of the kingdom, Ex Nima and Omni Forge. I very much appreciate it, and I do hope you enjoy your stay. Speed runs. I kind of figured it was something like that. Either it was like a speed run, a hitless run, something, some kind of a challenge. I was kind of doubting it would be a casual playthrough. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, that's awesome. Technically current best, because you can always have another person that'll come up and usurp the Godfather from his throne, depending on how high that world record is, though. Right now I'm not playing with a lot of mods. The only mods I really have right now is the map mod, which is to my left. I'm pointing to the right, but to my left. A mod that added guns, because the fact that creepers dropped gunpowder bothered me so much, I had to put in a mod that made guns real, and a mod that added extra fish and the aquacraft or whatever it's called, because it added the Neptunium armor set, which is better than Diamond, but not as good as, outside of its base enchanted effect, not as good as the new armor. I've basically just been casually going through this game, doing a little bit of quote unquote mega build. It's not a true mega build, it's just me building a big ass kingdom, and I'm trying to finish up the castle walls. I do a couple of hours every Monday, and then I switch over to something else. Currently I'm playing a game called ODT, which stands for, the whole game, the actual game title is Get Out or Die Trying. It's an older, like, PlayStation 1 game. Not sure if anyone's heard of it that's currently here, but I've been using an emulator to play it, and I've been, for lack of better terminology, cheating by using the save state load state in order to, you know, not rip my hair out and keep loading and doing the same thing over and over and over again. Netherite, thank you. I could not think of the name of the resource that you primarily get, or I think you can only get it in the Nether, considering its name, you know, Netherite. It's difficult due to the fact that the only way to get the true ending is to play it on the hard difficulty, and you have a limited amount of lives. You can only save the game once. You gotta pick up the heals and mana and like ammo and stuff like that. Like, if you miss stuff, you're gonna be hurting, right? It is a pretty difficult game. Basically, if you don't want to lose all of your lives, you would have to like learn an area and then reload it and do the entire area kind of flawlessly, because you get hit once or twice by certain enemies and you lose a life. It's fun. It's very fun. Because I'm wanting to get through it, and like whatever. That's why I'm doing the save state, load state, because I want to see the ending for the first time. I've never actually beat the game. So that's why I'm using save state, load state. In the future, I'll probably do another playthrough where I don't do save state, load state. Oh yeah, and you can't backtrack. Like, there's certain areas that have a red arrow, and once you get to that red arrow, that's it. You cannot go backtrack. And you primarily see those levels after you get through a level. And there's levels 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The story is interesting. I like the story. It's mechanically, of course, it's dated. Well, yeah, I don't think there's a harder difficulty than hard. There's normal and hard. I don't know if there's easy either. I'm probably gonna have to take this wall down a little bit. I'm not worried about it right now. We can do that at any time, but I kind of want to make sure this is actually good. Now we need to make this a little higher for sure. On this end, at least. Now here's the question. I'm trying to think if I would classify it as I don't know. I haven't put a lot of time in Ninja Gaiden. I've only played Ninja Gaiden Sigma once, so I can't really say like that. And my first playthrough, I did play it on hard mode,
Save on the best activewear brands.
so I couldn't tell you if it's as hard as Ninja Gaiden on hard or a higher difficulty. I need to play it more.
And if you're still thinking, but Elaine Nelson will be there and I haven't seen her since my kid bit her kid on the calf, well then we say, maybe just do parties. Sierra, let's get moving to your local store.
You know, as annoying as the advertisements can be through the Spotify, I sometimes like the advertisements just to make fun of them. You know?
Is it okay to drop everything the second the sun comes out and enjoy the day? For your summer vibe,
Like, some of the advertisements I've heard recently have been like, what are you even trying to sell me?
Take some home today. Available at
How does this look?
Our advice: choose Smirnoff Ice. Please drink responsibly.
That needs to be much smoother than it currently is. I do not like the look of that.
New York,
That's for sure.
Zero sugar.
And this needs to be higher than in that case.
3, 2, 1.
We're back. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the best Marvel movie since Avengers Endgame.
We got your attention now?
I did the thing where I got, hey, we offer you 3 free months of Spotify Premium.
That is delightful.
And then I forgot about it, and the bastards took a month of pay from me. Not a month of pay, but I paid for an extra month. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a big ass staircase. I could probably shrink. Do I want to? I'm gonna be lazy and leave it as big as it is, which, hilariously enough, it would actually probably be. Hold on. Well, shit. Yeah, I was like, the name sounded familiar when I saw the raid message. I was like, the name sounds so familiar for some reason. Just mute when ads come on. I'm way too lazy for that. I'm trying to make this look. I gotta shrink that. I wanted to be lazy, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't let it be 7 or whatever it is. I gotta make it 5. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, I could possibly leave this as 7, but extending it any further, no. It would be right here. Actually, would that fuck up the stairs over here? If I shrink this in by 2, cut this off here, and have it go like right there. it would look a little tight. Might be better for it to be that big, actually. Well, I can already tell how you're feeling today, Logical Beast, but greetings and a good day. Outside of that, how are you doing today? You're all good. Happy early birthday once again. It's all good. I could try and shrink it somehow. I'll worry about that. That's a future me problem. That's a future me problem. I'll worry about that later. So yeah, a little bit more about me for those that are still here from the raid. Variety streamer. I play anything from XCOM 2 to Minecraft, as you can see. Recently, I was playing a lot of games like the Psycho Frontier, looter shooter type games, but I've stopped playing the Psycho Frontier because the devs have basically gone dead silent on that game, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm either going to be finishing up ODT tonight or Friday. I'm not 100% sure. Probably not tonight, in all honesty, because ODT is... It takes me like 2-3 hours to get through a single level because of how much backtracking and stuff I do, trying not to miss anything. So, in about an hour from now, I'll probably switch over to ODT. But yeah, next I'm debating on what to play after XCOM, but I'm going to worry about that when I get closer to finishing XCOM. After ODT, however, we're going to be starting with Max Payne, which back in the day I played a lot of Max Payne 1 and 2. Well, it's less me forgetting and more me getting distracted by trying to do the math on this wall and figure out mentally if it's gonna mess it up by shrinking it or how high the roof should be. Like, you wouldn't think it, but it's amazing how much like thought process I'm actually putting to this to figure out how to make this part look decent without ripping down the whole side of the wall, right? Now, mind you, the center of the castle is supposed to be... We could actually move the center of the... No, the center of the castle is supposed to be over here. Right? However, if need be... I hate you with every fiber of my being. If need be, we could make the castle catty-cornered a little bit and like come out at an angle of sorts, and then have some sort of like a curved staircase going up to the castle. I kind of figured you had a bit of a rant. You know me, I'm always here for the rants. Yuri had a little bit of a rant in the Discord. I'm probably going to actually change the rant channel, move it to a more general thing, and change it from it being in Let It Die to a more generalized thing. So people obviously use it every once in a while, but I kind of wanted to be more general. But that's I mean, when you kick down the door and you're bitching about certain things, it kind of goes without saying that one would want to vent a little bit, and hey, that's what I'm here for. I love venting. Helps put people in a better mood, I believe. Because keeping that kind of emotional shit bottled up cannot be healthy. You know what I mean? Having a place where you can freely vent is great. I think it's a very healthy thing. I mean, I vent all the time. Oh, I know, but I'm just saying that because as time's progressed, it's good to have that. But like I was saying, it's as this kingdom has evolved, I think the ranting being more general would be 2 thumbs up. Oh no, I know it's a good idea to have a rant channel. Hell, I might make a new rant thing with specific ranting stuff based on Let It Die. But I've noticed not a lot of people do the ranting, and not a lot of individuals outside of like a handful of people that are part of the Kingdom Discord are into Let It Die. Oh no, I remember why you put it there. We had a whole conversation about it. No, fuck off. A little bit more. We can deal with that in a moment. We can deal with that in a moment. As in right now. That moment being right now? That moment being right now. So we only have this jackass to deal with. This, Ken, aka Frosty Artillery, which is probably gonna absolutely demolish us. Oh, it's only doing 3 damage. Maybe it's not nearly as bad as you think, but it does slow us down to 70% our speed. So, haste might be the best thing to actually use here. I did change. Okay, good. Well, regardless, it worked out at the end of the day, so neat. Just fucking smack, bonk. And of course, we're gonna go down. This is basically a little side game that I almost always have active on certain games, like XCOM or a game like Minecraft, because those games don't require a lot of focus and they're not very... like story-driven games or anything like that. We'll probably do one more after this, and that'll be the next fight we do will be the last battle. Alright, I'm excited about the rant. I'm always excited about the rants. I really am. Also, I'm being an idiot and not... I'm almost gonna... There we go. There we go. Well, I would hope that the self-harming stuff doesn't come to fruition. Like, that would suck. Ugh. There's really not much I can say on that. Like, I don't know what to say. hopefully the issue will be settled down well before the midnight time frame. Well, that needs to go higher then in that case. That might be better.
If you're thinking, I would go to yoga, but I don't have the right gear, Sierra says, save on the best activewear brands. If you're also thinking, but my yoga mat is kind of embarrassing, Sierra says, yoga mats for less. And if you're still thinking, but Elaine Nelson will be there and I haven't seen her since my kid bit her kid on the calf, well then we say, maybe just do Pilates. Sierra, let's get moving to your local store, like now. Go!
Okay, true stories from Huntington with Veronica and her banker Roger.
Veronica, you were nervous about trying to get a home. Why is that?
Nobody likes to hear the word no. You know, one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker.
How'd it go, Roger?
If there was a bump in the road, we hit it. But we navigated right through it. Veronica kept pushing.
Get more than money from your bank. Welcome to Huntington. Real people compensated for true stories. Loan subject to credit application and approval. Equal housing lender.
So,
7 out of 10 teens say they have experienced struggles with mental health.
at the
Marina believes in harnessing the power of pets, which is why they're making more therapy dogs accessible to patients.
See, here's the thing.
Here's kids, just like me. Click or tap the banner to learn more.
Okay,
about
outside
what
of that,
Marina's doing to support
which-
youth mental health.
as someone who lives in America, yeah, there's a lot of fucked up shit that can go down at any time, right? And shit like that happens all over the world, which at times I don't fucking understand. I don't get it. Why people just attack other people for no reason. Makes no sense. I really don't have, like, I don't know what to say about the self-harming stuff. Like, I'm always the type of person that I obviously don't want individuals to self-harm, but I just don't, I am not in any way, shape, or form an individual who is professionally trained or knows how to help people not do that. Right? I try and entertain people. Right? Help people potentially not think about stuff like that. Again, talking about it and venting may also help as well. That's why I am more than okay with talking about subjects like this. And I'll be honest, when I have no idea what the fuck to say, I'll be like, I don't know what to say to that one. I think that actually works. I mean, that'll definitely be a grand day when Crybees is gone. Here's the only downside. This is why I didn't want these to do that, because it's going to cause it to... whatever. It'll be fine. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Son of a bitch. I mean, there's, like I always say, each individual has their KOS rules. I have my KOS rules and all that. And I don't feel bad if I ever have to, you know, ban someone for breaking those rules and them getting banned. I have a rule about not just saying shit. It's one of the reasons why I stutter step my words sometimes, right? I have a rule about... That's way too small. Whenever I write something, be it a tweet or... something else, I read what I've written twice, right? That's kind of small. That is kind of small. I don't like that. I might have to extend that a little bit higher. Anyways, I read what I've wrote twice before I post it in a lot of things, be it Discord or Twitter or primarily Twitch, right? If I'm watching a stream, and the reason I do that is I go, all right, is what I'm writing make sense in context, right? And then I read it the second time and I think, is it actually still, like, is it actually relevant, what I'm going to say? And a lot of the times, that's a really good thing to do because it prevents you from saying some shit that, you know, you might not be able to take back. For one thing. That, and instead of making a joke immediately, sometimes it's better to ask questions to see how individuals will react to a joke like that, right? There are certain jokes that I just don't find funny. Personally. And there's been a couple times where I've told people not to make jokes like that because I don't know. If you want to make jokes like that, that's fine, but not in my slice of the internet. And mind you, that's few and far between that that's ever happened. I might have to get rid of that one. Ah, shit. It's gone forever. Can't cover it. Yeah, I also have a tendency to... Like, I like to think about future stuff. Like, I always like having a future plan. But I always have a mental preparation for, like, alright, if that doesn't work out, what am I gonna do to counter? I actually like it. It's a bit wonky. But I'm okay with it so far. Mind you, there is another thing I could do. And there's a part of me that I don't think I would do that. That's too crazy. That's too fucking crazy. I mean, this is the thing about, like, the idea of thick skin. I'm trying to think about how to word this exactly. So, like, to me, the idea of thick skin, I get what it's revolving around, but the way that it's primarily used, I dislike it, because a lot of the time when people talk about having thick skin, they're talking about it because as a whole, society has this whole idea of like, oh, what, you can't take a joke or something like that, and it's like, it's the same exact idea with people that, you know,
Luckily, Ohio Liquor, or OHLQ for short, has
just say shit sometimes and don't give a fuck about what exactly they're saying, because words have power, right?
Or this.
A lot of people like to equate sticks and stones and shit like that, and it's like,
Discover your next cocktail or mocktail recipe at OHLQ.
you know,
and find a location to shop
a stick and a stone can do a lot more damage than you would think. If I whip a stone hard enough at your face, probably gonna bust your face up.
Ready for a pick-me-up?
Same with a stick. If I smack you in the face with it, it'll probably fuck your face up. You know?
The coffee drink you know and love now comes in a mini size. Caramel or white chocolate mocha. Take your pick.
And I know how the saying goes, sticks and stones may break your bones or whatever, but what you say will never hurt me? That's utter bullshit.
Mini size, mighty flavor. Click or tap the banner to find one near you. Whether it's the toppings for your homemade pizza or your favorite ice
Exactly.
cream,
I mean, I've said, I didn't say it this time, but I've always said that
customers in the
wars
service territory can choose their own
start and end with words.
You might even be able to join an aggregated group buying program. Don't want to choose? No problem. You'll still receive natural gas from an approved supplier.
And yet that saying will still go around years from now.
DominionGasChoice.com to learn more.
It's annoying. It's so annoying. The ignorancy of people sometimes. So, I decided instead of trying to make it smaller, I'm gonna just extend the wall. I said screw it, I'm gonna make it larger. And I'm gonna look at it from a different angle and see if that largeness actually makes sense. This still be fine. I mean, fucking Enderman. You already know my stances on that shit. I'll put the effort in if people desire to change. If they don't desire to change, I'm not gonna waste my time. I got better things to do than to waste my time on people that couldn't give a fuck to be better. You know what? I actually like it being larger like that. It looks pretty good. So that's going to be a little bit higher, and I'll probably take that little piece of mountain down a little bit, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Looking at it from this angle, I might want to flatten that area and make the castle there, right? And have the castle angled where it's coming down. Like, you see how that little is? Have the castle angled like that, and have stairs that go like this and wrap around, right? To the entrance of the castle. I mean, you're always gonna have assholes on the internet. There are times where I'm snappy at everyone when I'm pissed off at a video game. I try not to be, but that's damn near impossible to do, right? When you're pissed off at a fucking game, you're gonna be snappy at other people. It's just because you're angered, right? It's easier to be like... Now, mind you, I've been snappy at people, but I've refused to, like, actually yell at people. I've not once, like, legitimately cussed somebody out while I've been pissed off at a game. Damn. That's a little annoying. But it's one of those things where, like, that's just something that's... you can't really help. And I'll be honest, if there are people out there that actually take it personally, that sucks, but I'm not gonna try and force myself to always be or seem happy when I might not be. That's the kind of shit that I just don't understand. Whatever emotions I'm feeling, I'm gonna feel, and I'm going to show that. Wear my emotions on my sleeve, if you will, with a lack of better terminology or words. That's how I am. Right? Why the hell are you in here? Whatever. I mean, it's not just that, it's also just whatever you desire to do and how you are as a person, right? If you're more of a... And I know there are a lot of people that do that, like if they're pissed off at something that's going on in the game and somebody makes some stupid comment, well, they will get targeted sometimes. Hell, I know for a fact I was almost a victim of game rage. Long time ago. Watching excessive profanity go through Metal Gear Solid 2 on which now after going through the game a little bit on the hardest fucking difficulty, I understand why it was so ridiculous. But excessive profanity, I went to bed, woke up 12 hours later, and he was still on a specific boss, and I made that comment, and the look that he had at the screen, I was like, oh, I might have just got myself banned. Right? No, I wasn't on trial. This was way before they did execution. Right? Way before that. The execution stuff is only a couple years old. But at the time, if it was something that existed, I definitely would have been on trial, and I probably potentially could have gotten executed. Also, the way that he does those executions is fucking hilarious, because if somebody gets executed in his channel, they can get themselves revived. Like him, Wet for Jesus, and Darius Carlian are buddies that basically have very similar themes going on. So like if you want to get revived and be able to actually talk in Excessive Profanity's channel, you gotta go, I think, get a tier 3 subscription at Wet for Jesus' channel. It's a whole fucking hilarious setup. I'm not 100% sure if it's changed or not, because it's been a while since I've watched any of them. I've not watched a lot of Twitch lately. So you know what? I actually like this a lot. I like how this is going to be a lot. It literally cut off some of the house, but I like that. I mean, I don't know exactly how it works. Again, it's been a while. It's been a while. I'll have to actually make adjustments on this one, I think. This is a fucking mess over here. Get the hell out of my goddamn way, you stupid fucking... Hold on. We gotta kill ourselves a golem. Oh, you absolute bitch. That sumbitch did not want to die. Yeah, for me, I don't mocking any type of illness or anything like that is something I don't care for either. That shit is not funny. I could actually... do something like this. It's gonna be a little wonky, I think. You like that number, the 4 million euros. Almost makes me want to second guess my my games that you have to pay me to play rule. It makes me feel like a cheap date. Speaking of cheap date, what the? Why the fuck am I getting these?
If you're thinking,
whatever.
I should go for a run
I have no idea why I keep getting fucking those advertisements.
Save on epic rain jackets. If you're also thinking, but I can't go out in these beat up old running shoes, Sierra says save on top brand running shoes. And if you're still thinking, but I'm also
No, I know I'm teasing you.
surgery. Well, then we say
Your rules are your rules, or your...
Sierra, let's get moving to your local store, like now. Go.
Your setup is your setup, however the hell you desire to have it set up. If you have it set to be 4 million euros, it'll be 4 fucking million euros, because that's the way that you have it set up.
HBO original series The Idol premieres Sunday, 9 p.m. ET on Max.
1, 2, 3.
Be warned that once you pick up a refreshingly cold drink from
That
McDonald's,
might be too small.
you see just how refreshingly cold that drink from McDonald's is. You may create
Then again,
drink envy, because there are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Get any size frozen drink or iced coffee.
Maybe extend it by one.
Try Sprite Limonade, Fanta Blue Raspberry, or coffee flavors like caramel.
Appreciate the compliment. For me, I always try and put like a value to my time type thing, right? I'm gonna blame my old man for this one in all honesty now that I'm thinking about it, but like, it's one of those things where if I'm gonna spend a certain amount of time doing something that I don't like, I want to feel like I'm getting something out of it at the end of the day. And to play a game that I despise with every fiber of my being, you would have to pay me to do it. And I do it on an hourly rate type thing. Values will change in the future, and I'll add games to the list. Right? There's only one game on that list right now. But who knows? I might add more to it. None of the trial games will ever go on that list, though. Like, if I put a game on trial, I'm not gonna play it on stream. I refuse. Games that are possibly gonna enter that list are going to be Remnant from the Ashes, Apocalypse difficulty. That's one of them. And hell, maybe in the future I'll add Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 to the list. Because that is not a game that I have any desire to play. But if you fucking sadistic motherfuckers want to see me play it, well, pay up. Not right now, obviously, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, I could force myself to go through the game. Would I enjoy it? No. But I could force myself to do it. Per game, per day. Yeah, you have a different setup with how you do your streams too. Mine's definitely like almost like an hourly wage type thing I have with my idea for it. That, and I also look at it a way of, is it possible that someone in the future could potentially cough up and pay you 4 million euros? Yes. It's highly fucking unlikely, though, in all honesty. It's possible, don't get me wrong, anything's possible. But the way that I have mine set up is I'm like, I want to try and have mine be more feasible for more people. You know what I mean? Because it would take a specific type of person to be able to cash out on that one. Fire and Earth. Well, we can pop it down on here, I suppose, with our warrior. This is the last battle. After we get done with it, we'll switch over to ODT for the evening. Give me my crystals. Give me my crystals. I want my crystals from you. Thank you for giving me crystals.
On the low. On the low. On the low.
I mean, like I'm saying, it's one of those things where never say never. Right? Kind of idea. Mind you, I'm being slightly hypocritical when I say that, because I know when I say I will never play Apex Legends or Let It Die on stream, it's not going to happen, right? Hell, here's what's awesome about the games that you have to pay me to play. If ever anybody ever does cash out on any of the games in the future, right? It is subject to change. Like, if I don't enjoy my time that much, I will bump up the price per hour. However, I have a rule set into place that I'll probably have, like, when I actually start to add games to the list, I'll have the first page be the rules lists, and the next page be, like, each individual game. And it's, like, rules about it. But while it's going, you can add time to the timer, kind of a deal, for that price. So, it's one of those, hey, cash in now, because in the future, you're never gonna get this deal again. I'm trying to say it in such a way to where it almost sounds like one of those mobile game advertisements. Wait, if you close this deal now, it'll never show up again. I'll see this deal tomorrow. Fuck off. The next day, you see that same exact deal. Wait, if you close this now, shut up. I know, I won't ever see it again. Woe is me. And in an hour from now, hey, remember that deal we said we'd never show you again? Here it is again. High five. What's really funny is I think the only way to really make this look good, the way that I want to make it look, I'm gonna have to do the height of the wall first. Oddly enough. To, like, really see what I got going for me. I am gonna have to make that dirt extended. Hell, I might have to make these walls extended a bit. I might have to extend this too a little bit. The inside of it might be a lot larger than I'm anticipating or wanting it to be, to make it look better. Because I don't want to, like, look around and not really have a good look at this wall. Mind you, this wall is going to be a lot bigger than you would think, because I have to fucking extend it down as well. I mean, I don't have to. I could make massive ass pillars. Maybe I'll do the massive ass pillars instead. The only downside is the quarry is easy access, I guess. I'll think about it. Now hold on, wait a minute, something ain't right. 1, 2, 3. Ah, fuck. like I said, whenever you cut yourself out a piece of the internet, your rules, your say, you know? It's not one of those things where, like, my prices will probably never go down, right? If people have to be like, all right, I want you to play this game, here's, shut up and take my money, the price will never go down. The price can only go up, depending on how much I dislike my experience. Because out of the games that I've played and I've mentioned, I beat Remnant from the Ashes
This summer, no matter where you're
on Apocalypse difficulty. Fucking hated it.
The smooth milk chocolate,
I played like 2 hours, 3 hours of Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and I never have touched the other one.
Grab your Kinder Bueno bar at the next stop. When crispy meets creamy, life gets bueno.
How does this look?
Shop now.
That looks much better.
You step up to the grill, you gotta deliver. And with Grill Mates, you can do all the things. And flavor's the last thing you have to worry about. Whether it's a perfectly marinated pork, a juicy steak, or a go-to smash burger, you know you're gonna impress. Cause no
maybe? I don't know about that one.
Flavor. Grill Mates, flame and flavor. Tap the banner.
Maybe I'll add that to the list as well. I have to check it out. Well, I don't have to check it out. I could just place it on the list at a little bit of a higher price than Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, maybe? I don't know. I'm not really worried about it. For example, a game that wouldn't add that game that you'd have to pay me to play, Ace Combat 7. I could see myself playing Ace Combat 7 again in the future. Right? Now, that's an interesting name. I wonder if that's a real player. But yeah, I'm pretty excited because we have the Summer Games Fest coming up next week. Not this coming week, but next Thursday. I like this. This is actually it feels better. And I'm hoping we're gonna get some new good information about some of the games. We could see something for Armored Core. That would be cool if we see some more shit for Armored Core. I mean, understandable. For me, I love a vast variety of games. I really do. I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet to make this smaller, in all honesty. As much as it might mess me up in certain areas, I guess I'll just shorten this part right up to here. And when it gets to here, this is where the extension will happen at. It's gonna suck because I'm gonna have to rip out a lot of this shit, but you know what? It's better to rip that out than it is to try and work with something that's not really gonna work as well as I want it to work. Actually, I'm glad I noticed the time. I highly doubt it, but it would be cool to see Grand Theft Auto 6. It would be cool to see that. I doubt it, though. Honestly, that's one of those games where I have this, like, I have a feeling that they're gonna have, well, they don't have to, but they're gonna want to show it off, right? They're gonna want to hype it up even more after the leak that happened. The leaks, I should say. Like, man, they can just not catch a break when it comes to fucking keeping shit hidden. Then again, there's also a part of me that's get your tinfoil hats on that thinks that some of these leaks are done in such a way, like, on purpose. Mind you, after you do some research, you're like, alright, this one, it's unlikely that this leak was done on purpose, in all honesty, for a multitude of reasons. Because people are so fucking stupid, they'll look at the goddamn unfinished product and go, oh, this looks horrible. And it's like, no shit, dumb fuck, it's incomplete. Or they'll literally say, oh, this doesn't look like it's done at all. Well, no shit. They're literally working on the game right now, you dumb fuck. Anyway. I'm doubtful that they're showing for the Summer Game Fest. I hope I'm wrong. But the Summer Games Fest is like, has this tendency to show off stuff that we already know about, it feels like. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not remembering the Summer Games Fest. I think they would. I think they're gonna wait until some big event, or they're gonna have a. They already did a state of play, right? They only do those once a year, or do they do them more often than once a year? I'll be worried about that one later. It's a little bit wonky, but I'm okay with that. I'm glad that water doesn't fill in something like this. That would suck. They probably have a mod that does that. Imagine how fucking annoying that would be. If you're trying to build, you'd have to build a wall, like a roof first. I mean, a lot of the time individuals keep stuff like that hidden, any issues they have or whatever, right? A lot of the time you don't know what exactly someone's going through if they're not talking about it, right? People deal with stuff in different ways, and a lot of those ways have a tendency to be, they try and do it without making it public in some way, shape, or form. I think we want to fill this in. And there are some things that, in all honesty, some people don't need to know, right? And that's okay. Nah, you're good. I don't know why you're fucking... No. How dare you be in a melancholy mood? It's all good. Right?
With Trojan Bears,
There's been days where I've just like not been up for streaming or not up for this or what have you.
Trojan Bearskin Raw, America's thinnest latex condom.
If you're thinking, I should go for a run today, but it looks like
My,
it's gonna rain.
it's been a while since I've used my, I need to use my sarcastic tone more often, I think. Right? Oh no. I guess I'm just gonna have to keep working on the wall type of tone. It's, when I don't have a reason to be sarcastic, it's difficult for me to do that.
Sierra, let's get moving. To your local store, like now. Go.
Dove chocolate helps to uplift
Hopefully I'll be able to
everywhere, every day. Whether they're just
reduce the amount of morons just with my presence alone.
promises made with high-quality cacao lets you celebrate
You know?
yourself
Because a lot of the time people are hesitant to
with Dove chocolate.
be idiots if they know there's a mod in the chat. Wait, what? Did I fuck that up? One, two, three. Yeah, I gotta fix that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. a little bit focus mode right now. Because yes, well, it's not that big a deal if I do fall. I don't want to fall right now. Makes it a pain in the ass to do this shit again. I mean, for me, a lot of it is people that I know, be it IRL or for a lengthy amount of time over the internet, as well as individuals who I know through Twitch itself, right? At some point in the future, I probably will have to reduce the number of mods that I have, which are immediately the 3 come to mind, and they're individuals who don't really show up often because they have a lot of RL stuff to take care of or time zones. Fuck with it. With their attendance or whatever. Yeah, people are like that. Say one thing, do another, be two-faced pricks. Oh, fuck. I'm fucking up and getting rid of what I've just placed down. Oh, well. What's funny, this is me just literally moving this over by 1 so I can make the wall just look a little bit thicker. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that in our DMs as well. Sometimes people don't make any sense. Oh, you motherfucker. Hey, we actually managed to catch that one. Yay! Like, act first, think never type shit. Just do shit because that's the easiest thing to do. Or that's the easiest thing that you perceive to do. And it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Ah. You always gotta love that. After I do this, everything will be hunky-dory, right? Because I say so. Those are individuals that we call very self-centered, right? Individuals who are the types of people that are confused when you go, why would I do that? Go fuck yourself. And they're like, well, why are you treating me like that? I wonder. The type of people that are like, no, I know what type of snakes you're talking about.
Than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password.
Are you become a victim?
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated US-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year. Go to lifelock.com/Spotify.
Okay, true stories from Huntington with Veronica and her banker Roger.
Veronica, you were nervous about trying to get a home. Why is that?
Nobody likes to hear the word no. You know, one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker.
How'd it go, Roger?
If there was a bump in the road, we hit it. But we navigated right through it. Veronica kept pushing.
Get more than money from your bank. Welcome to Huntington. Real people compensated for true stories. Loan subject to credit application and approval. Equal housing lender.
This is Hits 2023. The biggest stars, the latest hits. All your favorite songs and hot new releases. Pink Pantheress.
All right.
Ice Spice. Tiesto. And Lizzo. Updated
I'm still like
Listen now on Spotify.
tumbling around in my mind, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, shit like that to me just does not make sense. I guess I'm a lot more rational than I give myself credit for, because I'm sat here and I'm just at a loss. I'm like, that doesn't, what? You know what I mean? Ah, shit. This is better. This is better. Well, it's good timing. I know I said aw shit, and the main reason I said aw shit is because that means I'm gonna be wrapping up with Minecraft. And even though the aw shit normally means, oh, I don't want to, I'm getting tired. And I can only do this wall shit for about an hour and a half to 2 hours because it is fucking mind-numbingly boring to me personally. Mind you, we made progress today, and we'll make progress next Monday when we work on it for another hour and a half to 2 hours. But like I said, depending on how we are, after today or Friday, we'll be done with ODT. When we finish with ODT, the next time that I stream my secondary game, we'll be playing Max Payne. So at the latest, we'll probably be playing Max Payne Saturday. More than likely, we'll be playing Max Payne on Saturday. Oh, fuck. Friday we'll be back to XCOM 2, where we got some upgrades going on and stuff like that. Like I said, that's what I like doing. I like letting off steam. We're gonna finish up the Stream Raider stuff. And then as we're doing the Stream Raiders, I'm going to do my ending spiel. And as I'm getting that set up, you could drop your event. I know you like to have that stuff off the record. Of course. I do my damnedest to do that. I'm going to get rid of the Stream Raiders thing right there and put this on here so we can do that. So Is it the fire? See, this is why I didn't put... They're going to get hit by Earth, and if they go this way, these guys are going to take more damage. That's why I did over here, because what's going to happen is they're all going to come this way, and they're either going to be affected by Earth or fire, so we're going to have more damage against them on this side. It is what it is. I'm putting it over here because these are the people that listen to the fucking, you know, vibe check thing. Regardless of that, that is going to be it for me for the time being. For those of you that are watching this for YouTube, I mean, not for YouTube, for Minecraft, be it on YouTube or Twitch. If you're new here and you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. Links will be down in the description below through all my links if you're watching on YouTube. Exclamation point links if you're watching on Twitch, be it live, the highlight, or the VOD while it's still active. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. Catch me when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT Friday through Monday. Invite link to the community Discord, where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to a stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late, as well as whatever else catches your fancy through all my links. With all that said and done, that is going to be it for the time being for you, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. So until next time, take care and have a good one. Bye bye.